Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is Friday, June 21st, 2013. Welcome to the summertime. What a summer it's starting off to be. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures. Remember, you must switch over to the U contract today. The M contract is now expiring. Right now, we're looking at the futures trading higher by 6.5 points. They were a little bit higher earlier. It looks like the markets in Asia last night have held up. The markets are a little bit more on the calmer side today, but nonetheless, after yesterday's bloodbath, and it was a bloodbath, high volume sell-off. We just scroll back the hands of time, you'll see exactly what I was talking about here. Really just a big sell-off. Yesterday when I said 1587 would be in the cards, we got down there, and that's a pretty amazing decline yesterday, but you could just get that feeling, and you could see it on the charts. The market was very weak. Right now, I think it is a Friday. The market on Fridays will generally finish flat to slightly positive. That's what we have to look out for today. I think that's what's in the forecast. For the most part, when you look at the way the markets behaved yesterday, I'm not sure the selling is going to end just that soon. But after a big sell-off day, the next trading day is usually much more subdued, much more calm. I just want to take a look at a couple of things here. If we just take a look at the dollar-yen chart, you'll see the dollar-yen today is trading higher. That is going to help the markets out. Also, we have bond yields trading at 10-year bond yield on the U.S. Treasury trading around 2.39%. So that's down a few ticks from yesterday's close, and that could help the markets as well. But again, we have a long day to go, and we'll see how this all plays out a little bit later. Today is options expiration, so the monthly expiration will expire today. Also, it is quadruple witching, which means we have 4 different categories expiring: single stock futures, stock index futures, single stocks. It's just everything under the sun. So you have all the contract rollovers today and things of that nature. So again, in the final half hour, watch for some real wacky movement out there. You could get some final half hour of the day volatility, and we should get some action at least at the start of the trading session. So that's what we're looking at least at the moment. I just want to bring up the Nikkei 225 last night, and this index actually held up pretty well. So you're going to see that Nikkei 225 actually finished higher on the session by about 1.6% or 215 points. So it was a decent little move there. So it's going to be important to see how that plays out over the next several days. But right now, Nikkei 225 did hold up well. China injected a ton of cash into its system last night. So just so everybody knows, they did a big liquidity injection to try to help the Shibor rates, and that's a whole nother discussion in and of itself. So if you look at the Shanghai market last night, what you'll see is that the Shanghai index actually came down and then rallied up off the lows of the session, but it still finished negative when it was all said and done, down 11 points or about 0.5%. But they tried to defend it down there, and you could see how it went down below this 2050 level, and that's pretty important. Also, the emerging markets ETF, anybody that's in the Money Stocks member knows that played out to target, and the ticker symbol on that is EEM, and that really just played out exactly to where we talked about it would go. So that one's a pretty nasty sell-off as well. There also were problems with the ETFs yesterday. So there's a lot going on out there right now. I would just take this market very slowly today, one day at a time. Again, we'll look for a flat day for the most part. We'll see how this all plays out, and we'll see where it goes. One stock that I do have on my radar today is Oracle. Oracle had earnings. Earnings were a disappointment. The stock is trading lower. Let's take a look at it in the pre-market here. I'm going to have this one up for a gap play. Hopefully I can find 2 other gap plays. I have 2 more on my list here. I just haven't finally crunched the numbers, but we'll see where they go and what they give us. But Oracle is one that is on our radar for a gap play this morning. We'll see how that all shakes out a little bit later. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is rebounding up a little bit here. Gold is trading higher right now at the moment by, I believe, $6. So little uptick in gold. If you take a look at the GLD, you'll see the GLD little uptick, trading just underneath 125, right at 124.70 at the moment. Gold was slammed yesterday. Again, a stronger dollar bringing the price of gold down. But we'll see where gold, tries to make a low. Gold has been sold off sharply, so I think, it is looking a little bit more attractive here down at these levels. You hit some critical support levels yesterday, so gold does have a little bit of support here, but it is a very, very volatile equity, and it is in a downtrend on a daily chart, so you really have to be careful with that. Let's take a look at light sweet crude today. Light sweet crude is trading higher by 24 cents. Crude was slammed lower yesterday as well. You can see today it's trading at USO, that is, which is a good proxy for crude, trading at 33.75. But light sweet crude itself is trading around $95.38 a barrel. I'm not sure what we can make out of it at the moment, but again, we'll keep it on our radar going forward. It looks like Darden Restaurants also, that's the parent company of Olive Garden and Red Lobster, and I think another restaurant as well. It looks like they increased their quarterly dividend, but they lowered guidance going forward. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, that's it. I got the wrong symbol in there. DRI. Let's take a look at that one. So this one here has been very volatile, trading up a little bit to 52. That's a little bit of strength in there, I guess. So we'll leave that one alone. I'm not seeing much there, but that's not a good sign when you lower guidance. And again, that's a big, big chain. So when you have Red Lobster involved and also the Olive Garden. But in any case, we'll see how this all plays out going forward. I don't think there's really anything else I really wanted to cover today, but what I do want to say is expect, the volatility to remain in place. Today being options expiration, especially a quadruple witching, expect that volatility in the final half hour. All right, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to keep it nice and short today. Have a great trading day, everybody. We'll watch for the gap plays. Those of you in the chat room, I'll post those up in the chat room at around 9 o'clock in the morning. Have a great day, and those of you, we'll see you all on Monday. Take care now.